Hello, hello. Hey, Brandy. Hey. Let everybody get on in here. Give them a minute. This has got my heart racing 90 to nothing. I cannot believe this. Hey, Bell. Welcome in. Everybody come on in. We're going to give them a few minutes to come in. It's going to be a quick live. Wow. Everybody's at work. Oh, let's see. Brandy, did you see? She's in there curling her hair. She's feeling better. At the moment, she is. Did you guys see this? About Marshall? Hey, Mwit. Oh my God, my heart is beating so fast, Mwit. I cannot believe it. When did this happen? Yes. She had a full arraignment not too long ago. And Emily had me look into it. Oh, word. Read what you saw. Oh, my word. Let's go over this. Let me get myself together here. Let me pull this up. Hey, Rapper. How are you today? It's horrible. Hold on. Oh, Rapper, that is such good news. I am so happy. Okay, now I can present. I am so happy, Rapper. We'll keep praying for him for sure. This is heartbreaking. Yeah, Rapper, it breaks my heart too. Brother and sister passed away. Older brother, mom, dad are hurt really bad too. Yeah. The mother just got off of life support.
No, she's not there yet. I'll tell you when she is. Oh, that's her. Bless on it.
They say she was drunk and then was taking medication. It's not good to take medication and drink. It's not. It does double time. Now they're trying to say, correct me, Mwit, if I'm wrong. They're trying to say that she has seizures or something. But if I heard yesterday correct, that she blew way over the limit on one glass of wine. No.
All right, please. First, Judge. You can see it. Thank you.
People of the State of Michigan versus Marcella Chidester.
Yeah, that's what they're trying to say.
Case number
Jeffrey, it's so
241971.
horrible.
Names for the record.
Your Honor, Jeff Yorkie on behalf of the people.
Your Honor, Bill Colovis, P38434 on Ms. Chester. Thank you.
Okay, I'll move this. Chidester seated next to you. Today's time and date set for
What's your credit card debt balance? If it's $10,000 or more, here are 3 easy solutions you can start implementing today. And number 3.
pretrial arraignment in this matter. The defendant is charged with count 1 homicide, second degree, maximum penalty life or any term of years. The consecutive sentence may
Can y'all hear it good? That's as loud as I can get it. I couldn't imagine the pain they are going through. Always tells the loved ones how much you love them, hug them. You just, yeah. The lady was 29 years old, rapper. This happened Saturday, and I heard people talking about it, but you know, I can only do one thing at a time. So on some videos that I tried to post, Mwit asked me to go look at this, so I did. And my heart is still racing so fast.
be imposed under MCL 769.36 for each death that resulted from the operating a motor vehicle.
Oh, I get your stuff.
Resulted operation of the vehicle, DNA upon arrest. Count 2, homicide, second degree, same maximum penalty. Count 3, operating while intoxicated causing death, maximum penalty 15 years, and or $2,500 to $10,000 monetary sanction. Defendant may be convicted for each death arising out of the same transaction. The court may order consecutive sentencing under MCL 269.36. Count 4, operating while intoxicated causing death, same penalty as count 3. Count 5, operating while intoxicated causing serious injury, maximum penalty up to 5 years and or $1,000 to $5,000 monetary sanction. Vehicle immobilization. How does the defendant think?
I'll be saying mute, Your Honor.
Yes, she flew over the limit, Jeffrey.
Probable cause conference there, April 30th at 9 a.m. We assume with an exam date of May 6th at 1:30, that will be in person. And I'll hear Mr. York.
Right in.
Your Honor, the people are requesting a $1.5 million bond at this point, along with conditions. It is based, at least in part, on the fact that, as the court has already indicated, the defendant is facing 2 life sentences that could run consecutive to other offenses that are involved in this matter. In addition to that, we believe that the likelihood of conviction is extremely high here. We have ample video evidence showing exactly what happened during this incident. And finally, Judge, the defendant suffers from a very severe substance abuse issue, corroborated by friends and family members, and she creates a very high risk to the public. For all those reasons, we believe that a $1.5 million bond is in order in this particular case.
Your Honor, again, Bill Clovis on behalf of my client. Your Honor, I think the court has served in the judiciary for many years and understands and appreciates that at an arraignment, the client has not been found guilty. We don't have prejudgment penalties. What we do have here is somebody, when looking at bond, any favorable and unfavorable facts. The favorable facts are my client is 66 years of age. My client has no record whatsoever. In fact, she has never even received a traffic ticket of the 50 years of driving. She's better than I am. In 60 years on this earth, she's never had any traffic involvement. She's never had any law enforcement involvement. I think that adds a little credibility to her side of the table. In addition, she's owned her residence, which is about 400 feet from where this took place, for 40 years. She's retired.
400 feet from her house.
From a position and was living a peaceful life with her husband in retirement. What the prosecutor fails to mention to the court is that she has a history, and even the neighbors in the news media has said that she drives like a little old lady when she drives. You got to drive around her. That in addition, that my client has a history of having seizures. And this history has lasted since last November. It started of an epileptic type seizure in her legs. In fact, that's that day she was treated for it. It's not like her to drive.
Drinking.
Yeah, exactly.
She was drinking.
If I may continue with all due respect from everyone, a search warrant was executed at the bar that was allegedly where she was at. The bar showed that she had 1 glass of wine 4 hours prior to 3 o'clock, between 11 and 12, and a bowl of chili. That was confirmed with a search warrant of what the receipt was. In addition, that no doctor told her not to drive. The doctor told her not to drive for a number of months, very few months, and then she could operate a vehicle. About a month prior to this accident, Your Honor, because I want the court, I'm not doing a trial today, but I want the court to know everything in setting the bond, that this is not a monster. It's horrible what happened. Absolutely horrible. I have 2 children. It's absolutely horrible. But some things we don't have control over. If I have a heart attack at my age, I don't have control over it if I'm operating a vehicle and hit somebody. So, Your Honor, the $1.5 million in the murder charge, I don't know where that's coming from, but they have to prove it. And respectfully, Your Honor, we would ask for $100,000 cash or surety, 10%. She can have, the court can order home confinement. Police have never been called to her home. She doesn't even have a speeding ticket if there's such a substance abuse at 66 years of age. So we're asking for home confinement along with $100,000, 10% cash or surety. In addition, she can have an alcohol monitor. Any violation whatsoever, bond revoked. But she gets medical treatment. Absolutely gets medical treatment. In fact, they have all the prescriptions she's on at the jail, which are numerous because of the paralysis she gets once in a while in her legs. And it's all documented. Now, I'll bring forward the medical records. So we're burning somebody at the stake by just craziness, just crazy words being that because there's been deaths, which is horrible, absolutely horrible. But we have to go back and say, how did it happen? If me, Bill Clovis, has a heart attack on the freeway and I hit somebody changing a tire, I can't be liable in today's society.
Yeah, but your ass wasn't drunk. You did from the Burns position, so it's 2 different things.
Again, let me repeat. They did a search warrant and it showed 1 glass of wine 4 hours prior. Thank you, Judge.
Yeah, I respond, Judge. Your Honor,
How do you keep going? Not hit no brake or turn.
Because sometimes you have a seizure and your legs freezes up.
Your Honor, there is no indication whatsoever in any of the evidence that we have uncovered in this case that the defendant suffered from a seizure at the time of this incident. In fact, quite the opposite. A very long investigation has occurred. There was a preliminary breath test done, which indicated that her blood alcohol level was significantly over the legal limit. What's more is based on, she indicated herself that she had some seizure issues and she was on some medication and that she wasn't supposed to be drinking, but admitted that she had been drinking that day. So she is a danger to this community. And that is illustrated no clearer than the 2 dead children that she is directly responsible for. A $1.5 million bond in this case is a gift, and that's what I'm asking the court to consider.
How do you save the community from
The rumors are that she drinks in her car in parking lot.
excuse me, rumors? Hopefully they don't have rumors on any of the people here today.
In the state of Michigan, if you have a seizure,
Your Honor, may I continue?
Yes.
Thank you.
she took my 2 grandbabies.
Let's start,
We almost killed 3 of mine on the same day.
Keep getting this interruption.
I don't know if you can mute for right now. Your Honor, again, if it's the safety of the public, there's no history whatsoever. Number 2 is she can be put on an alcohol tether. Number 3 is she can be put in her home. If she violates her home to go get her mail, she can be picked up and put in without bond. We'll stipulate to that. So, you know, the court's seen many, many people, thousands of people before the court, and it's seen criminal history. We don't even have traffic ticket. It's absolutely horrible, but we're not punishing somebody before they're convicted. Thank you.
Any victims wish to address the court?
Yes, she chose to drink, and those were my grandbabies.
Thank you. Your name,
She
please?
made that choice to put in that car.
One of the better things that I decided to do in my adult life was to see a therapist.
If, like me, you suffer in silence, then you know how bad it can be for
I'm going to tell everybody right now, if you're very sensitive, because it made my heart race, what's fixing to happen next is heartbreaking. So trigger warning.
To drink and drive. And she took my grandbaby from us.
Understood. Your name for the record, ma'am?
My name is Chastity Phillips, and I'm the grandmother of the 2 babies that were killed.
Thank you. Some factors are considered in setting bond. She has no criminal history, identified criminal history, no incidents of non-appearance.
Your Honor, one of the victims does want to speak, address the court. She may.
She can try to also take it. If we could start with your name, ma'am.
My name is Raquel Smothers. I am Mariah's sister. What he had said about getting injections in her legs for something, knowing that with or without drinking, you're still putting people in harm's way because with muscles and everything, you can't control something. Why operate a vehicle knowing you're taking medicine that drinking will affect it? I was there. I seen her. My daughter, my mom, my sister, my nephew from the opposite side of the family, my sister's 3 children. We were supposed to be planning a birthday party for Zane, not a funeral. Knowing you have medical conditions, you should never get behind a wheel whether you are drinking or not. Taking medications, they tell you not to drink, but she still chose to drink. She still chose to get into that vehicle. I will never look at the month of April the same ever again. My birthday was a few days prior. The babies were just at my house. My niece with her flawless curly hair loved to dance. My nephew, he always hated my truck was dirty. I cleaned my truck out just for him. He loved jujitsus. He loved cracking jokes. Eminem was his idol. They walked into that birthday party having a fun time. They were sitting at that table eating. And this woman crashed her car through this building, destroying all of our lives. Not just my family, everyone else that was in that building. My nephew and my sister are still fighting for their lives today. I had to be the one to tell my sister her babies were gone when they removed her ventilator yesterday. She said, "How am I supposed to live without my babies?" Nobody should ever have to go to a birthday party thinking that they're going to die. Medical history or not, every medication tells you not to drink. She knew it. She shouldn't have done it. I had to see my deceased niece and nephew. I had to see their very last moment before that car was removed. I seen it. And my sister can't decide what she wants. And then babies, I can tell you right now, cannot have an open casket. It's a horrible, dramatic thing. I cannot close my eyes at night without seeing the babies and what they look like. No, I'm done.
And she's a known drunk.
To her credit, she does have ties to the community. However,
Can I say something, Your Honor? I'm the brother of the father,
your name, please.
Nicholas Phillips.
All right. Go ahead.
This woman deliberately, without even a hint of break, destroyed my brother's life. Those was his baby. His little girl used to go to his basketball games. And now that little girl is not going to be able to go see it. Their father, because a woman claims to have high community ties to her community, wanted to drive and hit the gas even further when she got to that parking lot and destroyed multiple lives. My brother is in the hospital right now, praying that his little boy comes through, and he still got to tell his son that he lost his sister and brother. How is that right, or how is that even fair? How is it even justified? Because the woman saying that she got some type of medical issue. As my sister said, you take medicine for years. You're an adult. You could read the label. It says do not drink. And you can't sit here and tell me one drink that would do that. You can't. I'm a high educated man. You can't tell me that. And there's no justifying what she did to my family. There's none.
Sorry, guys.
This will never, ever be right. There's nothing in this world that anybody can sit here and say, well, she can say it was an accident. That was not an accident. I know what accidents look like. That happens all the time on a freeway. If she was not drunk, as people claim it, her house is 3 houses away from what she did. Why didn't she just go home? Why did she? It's right there. 3 houses away from where she did that stuff that she did to my brother's family. 3 houses. Why did she go home?
Why was she driving?
You as a defender, you should feel ashamed for even trying to stick up for only one drink. One drink don't do that, sir. It never will. Thank you, Your Honor.
The father's brother rapper.
Can I say something?
Your name, please.
Rosemary Stitt.
Go ahead.
I drove there. My 3 children were there. And whether you're having a seizure or not, that was intentional. You couldn't drive the way that those roads bend and the way that you drive in there. There is no way that that woman was not conscious in turning that vehicle. She aimed it right there, right at the bar, where probably her husband should have been sitting. I don't know what her intentions were, but I can tell you it was in purpose and it was intentional. You can tell. We all know it.
Thank you.
May I speak, Your Honor?
Your name, please.
My name's Joshua Stiff. So I'm a member of the boat club. I've been a member for many years, and I'm familiar with Marcella. And during my 10 years of being a member of the boat club, most of the time I've seen her, she's been highly intoxicated, and I've watched people try to walk her out the door dozens and dozens of times. And you know, one of the things that aren't brought up here is the fact that she hit a vehicle down the road and a tree down the road. And I believe that that it wasn't intentional, but I do believe that it was a situation where she was trying to flee and run from what she had just done down the road. She shouldn't have been driving. And everybody knew that, right? Everybody, you're a member of the boat club, you know this lady shouldn't be driving. And I believe she was fleeing that scene. And there's a speed bump before you enter the parking lot of the boat club, as well as like a runoff ditch that you got to pass over with your vehicle. We all drive 10 miles an hour through that area because of these, you know, and it's a narrow road. But I believe that she was fleeing from.
I am going to show you a video of they drive 10 or less miles per hour through where she was driving. No way was she doing 10 or less when I show you the video.
Hitting the truck so that she wouldn't get caught drunk driving. And in doing so, hit the speed bump as well as the little ditch that's 30 feet past that and lost control of her vehicle. So I don't believe it's intentional, but I do believe that, and I know that she drank a lot and she, you know, should never get behind the wheel. And if you're under that much medicine as her attorney states, then even one glass of wine could potentially, you know, do you like this. And not only that, is a lot of medications, you know, you're not supposed to drive on, right? So, you know, whether it's the alcohol or the medication or neither, this lady should never be behind the wheel. We've watched her, you know, take baby steps to get out of the place that she could barely walk, right? Let alone get behind the wheel. And you know, for such a frail lady to cause such devastation in her car, I think that I think that she shouldn't be freed on bond because of this. You know, I believe that decades of her drunk driving that just caught up to her is what I believe, and decades of her driving under the influence of whether it be pills or alcohol. And I would point towards alcohol from my experience with knowing you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. I went over some of the issues that affect my decision in setting bond. High on that list is the fact that she's facing 2 life sentences, 2 15-year sentences, and 4 5-year sentences. Therefore, I find reason for bond to be $1.5 million with the following conditions. It will be reporting to pretrial services. Defendants to appear at work.
So what is that for her to get out? 1.5. Did he say billion? Hold on.
Sentences. Therefore, I find reason bond to be 1.5 million.
1.5 million. So that would be what? $150,000. Wow.
With the following conditions. It will be reporting to pretrial services. Defendants to appear for examination, arraignment, trial, sentence, at any time directed by any court, by any judgment issued by any court. Do not leave the state of Michigan without permission of the court. Do not commit any crime allowed on bond. Immediately notify the court in writing of any change of address or telephone number.
That's what I was thinking with
any illegal controlled substances. Submit to substance abuse testing and monitoring, including a SCRAM tether and GPS tether. Do not purchase or possess a firearm or other dangerous weapon. Forfeit any passport and not operate a motor vehicle out on bond.
Your Honor, if I may.
I don't need
Thank
to.
you, Judge. The 1.5 million, will they be cash, surety, or 10%?
Cash or
10% at all?
surety.
She has no history whatsoever, Your Honor.
Between her and the surety. I believe the surety would typically be 10% of that. She posts the guarantee.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Check this out. I'm going to show you how I afforded this car. Okay, you ready? right, $118.
Okay, now.
Your Honor, again, Bill Clovis on behalf of my client.
Hold on. Now I want to show you the video of her driving. This is unbelievable. Let me find it. I had it. Y'all just give me a minute. I had it. Okay, here it is. Now he said 10 or less. I know bees are scary. All right, remember, 10 or less because of how windy the road is. Watch this. That's a camera off of a house. Do y'all believe that was 10 or less? No, no way. And it does look like she hit the gas. Let's look at it again. Okay, if she had a seizure, how did she turn the car? Let's look at this again. I'm going to slow it down. See how she turned the car? $50, yeah. Let me hit the pole. Doggone. Unbelievable. Well, Mr. Lawyer, those poor children will never have a history. Fell asleep, passed out, and hit the gas. How are you feeling, Rapper? Right. This is crazy. Michelle, wake up. This is why I'll be at court. Did you guys hear Bots Live last night? She says she spoke to Michelle yesterday morning and she was in rehab. Today, Michelle says she left rehab for the hospital Saturday night. Yeah, Beezer. Explain it. But really? I thought you were going to tell us the truth. I'm so furious. She is a lying demon. Julie, are you in chat? Anybody want to come up? I'm shaking. I mean, to be quite honest with you. How would we know who is lying right and what? If one of my mods could copy and paste that StreamYard link just in case somebody else wants to come up, because where I'm at here on StreamYard, I can't see to post it. Well, I do believe jail time is in store for Michelle. I hope so, Lord Jesus. No, Beezer, I didn't. I knew she wouldn't stay. She doesn't want help, period. I was just watching the bond hearing on this lady. Yeah, we just watched it, Grace. Listen close to Bot's lies. Last night, she kept changing the days. She talked to Michelle. Hey, Life Rewinded. Nada, welcome everyone, and welcome Nada, is it Nada? Welcome in, welcome to the channel. So glad to have you here. We're just Calm Cool Collective. We normally have a good time. Our morning lives, we have prayer, and we go over cases, except for this come up after my live, so I rushed back live as soon as I seen it. Yep, any factuality would never allow phones and calls so Bot to lie in MS. Well, this is the thing. She said that she's had her phone. Did everybody see Skis live? Let me see something. Come on. Our wind is so high here.
What?